Welcome back to the channel, everyone. CryptoTakeOver here, coming back with another Bitcoin cryptocurrency video for you. Today, we're going to take a look at 3 articles here, going over pretty much the same thing. Bitcoin may be very close to an intermediate term top, strategists say. Right now, Bitcoin finding a little bit of resistance at that $60,000 level. We're sitting at about 58,500. So having some issues getting up above 60,000, but I think that we're probably more than likely going to end up breaking through it. We'll take a look at the charts here in a second. Second article here, Bitcoin experiences flash crash, fails to break $60,000. And then last but not least, Bitcoin roundup, mini flash crash, Goldman Sachs to offer to its clients some Bitcoin. So let's go ahead and cue that intro, folks, and go ahead and get started on the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that way y'all can stay updated every single video that we make on this channel each and every single day through 2021 as the bull market rally continues. Bitcoin may be very close to an intermediate term top, strategists say, from CNBC News. And let's see what the article says. Bitcoin breakout might be short-lived. According to one strategist, cryptocurrency gained nearly 2% on Tuesday, helped in part of the PayPal rolling out a crypto-friendly online checkout services at millions of global partners. I think most of these things are very gimmicky right now, Boris Slogshur's manager director of FX strategy, BK Asset Management, said on Tuesday. Bitcoin's high degree of volatility likely means transactions on platforms such as PayPal will be inefficiently small relative to regular currency. Nothing that he still believed in Bitcoin as a better store of value than gold. Obviously, you just got these gold bugs that are just fighting us back and forth, which is honestly pretty stupid. I just feel that you either hedge one way or you hedge the other way. No matter what, you're in the hedging circle, right? So I don't know why that there's this bickering going back and forth. I mean, obviously if you have gold, then you probably have some Bitcoin. If you have some silver, you probably have gold and Bitcoin. I mean, that just goes to show that you're positioning yourself for the hedge, right? Bitcoin's high degree of volatility likely means transactions. Okay, even so, the whole rally in crypto getting very long in the tooth, he warned. The Chicago Mercantile Exchange announced plans Tuesday to launch micro Bitcoin futures in May, valued at 1/10 of 1 Bitcoin. So that's going to be a little bit more incentive for smaller retailers to get into the space, and possibly even some other companies too that don't want to pay the price of a full Bitcoin, right, for the CME. A move like that could rattle Bitcoin's price, whether investors like it or not. Nothing that it topped out last time the CME launched Bitcoin futures in late of 2017. I think we're very, very close to perhaps an intermediate term top here. The strategist said a little bit of a correction is certainly due at this point. The level to watch on the downside is 52,000. Matt mainly, if it breaks below that level, it's going to be a big warning flag, giving Bitcoin its first lower low of the year in a series of higher highs and higher lows over the last 6 to 8 months, he said. However, right now, with that series of higher highs and higher lows, I think the path of least resistance is higher. So if it breaks above the recent high of 61,000, it should see another leg high. That said, I do agree with Boris. In a very volatile situation, it's going to see a lot more big declines along the way. It may change the world, but Amazon changed the world, and it still saw a lot of deep corrections later. Bitcoin was trading at 57,000. Yeah, and so obviously, you got to anticipate these pullbacks every once in a while, and so, but that's going to happen. That's it with any market. You're going to have the pullbacks, and nothing goes straight up, right? So let's go ahead and jump over into our next article here. Bitcoin experiences a flash crash, fails to break $60,000. Bitcoin crashed over 3,000 in less than 2 hours earlier today before regaining the ground. This happened just as it was looking like BTC would reclaim the $60,000 level. The BTC price has steadily climbed since March 25th, peaking hopes for another all-time high. It got pretty close, reaching at a high of about $59,000, just $96 short of $60,000. However, the breaking through was missed and price plummeted to $57,000. The short-term retracement was expected, while indicators show that the market is bullish. It wasn't expected that there would be a small retracement ahead of breaking 60,000 barrier. Despite the fall, the price is already fighting its way back. The coin has made multiple attempts to pull itself back up. However, so far, these have all been followed by smaller dips. At that time, press conference was 57,000. In addition to disappointment for the awaiting new high, long investors took a hit. The price drop, the triggered liquidations around 600 million worth, total of 1 billion. Wow. So obviously that big volatility to the downside there definitely caught a lot of people off guard. But that's why whenever you get into these higher price ranges, especially for Bitcoin, the higher volatility, the lower the leverage you should be using, right? You're not going to go in there with 100x leverage right now. That was maybe when Bitcoin was at a lower price of about $3,500 or so. But right now, you should just be only max maybe 5x leverage, if anything. However, the liquidation speculation has helped remove exclusive leverages in the market. Could cry. Let's see historical data. The question of whether Bitcoin has reached its peak continues. Looking prices at previous highs is likely an asset that has yet to reach its peak. Based on previous highs, the current run has yet to achieve its huge leg up, often followed by consolidation and breakout. These kinds of exploration see Bitcoin possibly reaching 90,000 by the end of April. The month has been historical bullish for BTC since 2011. Yeah, so we're entering April. Usually March is kind of a bearish month, but March was pretty consistent, steadily to the side for the most part. We didn't see a huge sell-off for the most part, but usually we would expect up to 35% sell-off given previous bull run cycles, but we didn't even quite get that. I think we got all the way up to maybe like 25%, maybe possibly something like that. And now Bitcoin is getting ready to gear up for April. So let's take a look at our last article here by Seeking Alpha, and it says Bitcoin roundup mini flash crash, Goldman Sachs to offer to its clients. A few key points here. Powering its way back to 60,000 in the pre-dawn hours, Bitcoin dropped from about 59.4K to 57,000 in a 5-minute span. As unusual, leverage is being blamed for the move. The bulls believe now that it is a seizable group that to those maybe less than wholesome longs have been liquidated. The stage of a sustained move to above $60,000 level. Bitcoin has stabilized over the past couple of hours, now trading just above north of 58,000. And other good news, Goldman Sachs will be offering access to digital assets to its private wealth management clients, reports in CNBC, citing an internal memo from Mary Rich, the new chief of global digital assets for the wealth management operation. Morgan Stanley not long ago became the first major bank to promise to do so. So yeah, it looks like Goldman Sachs is going to be offering this to their clients now when it comes to Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. So yeah, very interesting stuff there. It's just giving another leg up for retail or for the institutional investors to get back into this market and to probably ride this up. It looks like we have some price targets at about $90,000 that people are saying. Obviously, we need to break through 61,000 to see what happens after that. But let's go ahead and jump on over into the charts and get started over there. All right, folks, so taking a look here at the 3-day chart, this is what we've been kind of looking at as of right now. As far as the price is concerned, we're sitting right underneath $59,000, $58,600. And we can see that on our candles right now, we have been testing our $58,000 level, which is this blue trend line here. We want to see a close above that on our 3-day chart. As you can see here, we have this resistance yellow trend line that has been kind of holding us down. We have wicked through it. Now we are possibly waiting for a close on our 3-day chart. On market cipher B, we can see that it looks like we are ready to put in a green dot here, maybe by the end of the day, maybe going on into Thursday. We'll have to wait and see how that wants to play out for us. So let's zoom on in here, take a look at the 2-day chart. 2-day chart already experiencing our first bullish count on the TI sequential here on our candle chart patterns, and then also an extension here, an extension count too. We have market cipher giving us a green dot here on the 2-day chart, and if we continue to zoom in here, you can see that we're already starting to make our close above our resistance trend line that was holding us down, this yellow resistance trend line. And it looks like we are starting to make that next close above our blue trend line here, which is at $58,000. We did wick all the way up to about right underneath $60,000. Couldn't quite get up there. We are in a bull count though with the 5 on the TI sequential here. Also on our daily chart, we've seen this buy signal pop off for us too with Market God. Market God has given us a buy signal on the daily chart. This signal to our private trading group as of yesterday. It closed, I believe, yesterday. It closed as of yesterday too as well. So that would have been a nice little position for everyone to take there. And last time that we've seen these buy signals on our daily chart during our bull market rally, they have led to substantial uptrends for the most part. The last two have led up to previous all-time highs as well. So The fact that we are possibly gearing up to put in another all-time high is relatively likely. Moving on into the month of April, I would definitely consider that we are going to possibly hit that towards the beginning of April too as well. Looking at market cipher B here, we have our bullish divergence that is right now possibly playing out. We have our green dot down here right below our zero pivot point. Our daily momentum wave has also moved up above our zero pivot point too as well. Money flow is still looking pretty steady here. So now we just want to start to see this momentum wave continue to trend upwards for us too as well. Even zooming in a little bit further here, taking a look at possibly the 8 hour, you can already see where we've kind of had a little bit of a turn to the bottom side here with our Heikin-Ashi candles turning a little bit of reddish color for us too as well. What we are looking for, as you can see, we broke through our resistance trend line at the yellow trend line. We had the retest back down to our yellow trend line, quickly bought back up to put us back up above the $58,000 level. So now we're going to have to wait to see if we can get the bounce above, to stay above the $58,000 level or so. That's probably going to be another key support level for us. But we did get the retest back down on the trend line like we like to see for the most part. And then we probably want to see this continue to move sideways above $58,000 and then continue to the upside from there. If we zoom in just a tad bit more here, let's see if we are seeing any green dots. 4-hour VWAP is headed to the upside as of right now, which definitely looks like we are starting to put in our money flow back to the upside on market cipher B2 as well. And let's take a look at 6-hour. I just want to kind of see where our money flow is sitting on some of our higher time frames right now. On our 12-hour time frame, money flow is still looking consistent, still looks kind of steady in the greenish area. If we are to zoom in just a little bit further, it looks like we have gotten our green dot here, our bounce on market cipher with the green dot on the 2-hour chart. And this is definitely probably a nice little tight momentum wave that's ready to move back to the upside. Once we push above our zero pivot point, we're definitely going to be looking for a nice little rally here, possibly moving back up to that $60,000 level. And then from $60,000, we'll see what happens from there. Looking forward to seeing what happens at the beginning of April. It definitely looks like it's going to be a relatively bullish month. I'm really anticipating this market guide indicator on our daily chart to give us a nice rally here to the upside. So folks, I'll see y'all probably back up above $60,000 here in the near term future, and I look forward to creating more videos. I was out of town the last day or so, and hopefully we'll get back on the grind here. So if you want to join us and stay up to date with us 24/7, I make sure to keep our private trading members up to date each and every single day whenever we see signs like this, such as a market guide indicator giving us these buy signals, market cipher, and the TI sequential. I'm looking at adding one more paid for indicator on the channel too as well. So once that gets taken care of, I'll make sure to introduce it to y'all too as well. It just gives us the advantage, and also it gives me something that other YouTubers don't have, that you can come back to this channel and obviously peek out for yourself. So with that being said, folks, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that way y'all can stay updated every single video each and every single day through the bull market rally. If you want to help support the channel for free, check out the links in the description box below. If you do sign up for our private trading group page, you can pay with debit or credit card using our Patreon payment processor, or if you want to pay with crypto, message me in Discord. Everything that we post for our private trading members is located on Discord, so you need to make sure you have a Discord username if you are to sign up for our private trading group. And so with that being said, folks, I'll see you all in the next one. CTO signing out. Peace.